Hey, how you doing, traders? Hope you are having a great week this week. This week I'm going to be analyzing the markets from the 4th of May to the 8th of May. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and for all of this content that I'll be sending out each week. And I'll see you straight after the intro. Alrighty, so here's the first market being the euro dollar. So we can see this the market has been still in a descending channel in the day candles. We'll go into the actual and we're going back up to the upper end of the actual descending channel. So we'll go into the actual 4 hours and have a look what the setups what I'm looking at for this coming week. So last week I was talking about the actual target being actually this target here, which it did come up and hit. And for this week what I'm looking for is a bit of a pullback to here, and then quite possibly back up to this target here being the TP1, which would be the 1.1066. So that's what I'm looking at for this coming week on the euro dollar. Okay, so we have the pound dollar. So we are actually in a descending channel here, yeah. So because of the actual coronavirus, you can see where this big spike came down and up, but we're back into this actually descending channel. This actually here, where you can see actually where it's actually coming back right into this actually descending channel right here. And what's happened is you can see that actually this actually lower low here before it actually broke this descending channel is a significant kind of support resistance as at the moment here you can see, yeah. So it hasn't broken that, so it's still technically in a actually downwards trend. So let's go into the actual 4 hour and look at the setups. So we have actually here a double top here. And so it's big time is you can see that there's actually a lot of resistance at this point here, yeah. So what I'm looking for then this coming week is that for the actual price to come underneath this descending channel into this actually support, but to break this support line and then to continue down from here to our first target, which will be 1.2250, and then quite possibly pull back up and then down to our second target then being 1.2020 in the pound dollar. So this market then being the dollar yen, so we can see here the actual higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and price has not actually come back up and tested this actually lower high from this lower low. So this technically we're still in a downwards bearish trend in this actually, but it did try to kind of break. You can see here in this ascending channel where it tried to touch this several times to break, and it did get the false break and been back down in another false break at a significant actual support level here. And so we're still in a downwards trend. So let's go into the 4 hour and we'll look at what I'm looking at for this coming week. So last week we were talking about a break of this support line and coming down to a target here. So this week I'm still looking at the same. So it did come back up and test this, breaking this actually support line, common resistance. So now I'm still looking for it to come down to this TP1 level being the 105.60 for this coming week and beyond. Okay, so the next market being the dollar Canadian. So what we're looking at here then is another move back up to the underneath of this trend line here for another continuation down. But this week, what's after happening is after making a double bottoms here, yeah. So you can see the actual double bottoms here. This week it's after forming us. This point here is coming a significant support line here at the moment. So what we're looking at for then this coming week is this trend line to hold, and then we're looking for a continuation back down to this double bottoms here, yeah. So let's go into the 4 hour and have a look at the setup. So for this week, once I can see the actual this holding here and it coming back down into this actually support line for another move back down to the PP1 1.3930, and then maybe a pull back up here with a continuation down to the TP2 being the 1.3725 in the dollar Canadian. Okay, so in the gold, what we're looking at then is we can see this is a ascending channel where it has hit this here several times in this channel. This is the false kind of breakout here and came back up into the ascending channel, came back down and touched it and just about touched it here again. So let's go into the 4 hour. We can see what I'm looking at for this week. So last week we were talking about actually coming back down into this actually support and then continuing up. So we can see here is came into this significant support level and we're looking at it to hit the actual TP1 1738, and then from the actual once this is holding here, we're looking for the actual TP1 to be hit, which has been the 1738, and then if we get a bit of a pullback, say to this level here, I'm looking for a second TP2, which being the 1785 in gold for this week and beyond. Okay, so in the Dow Jones, we can see here we have a ascending channel forming here in the day candles. So what I'm looking for then, if we go into the actual 4 hour, last week we were talking about this leaving this support level. Once it's actually hold and hitting our first target, so it hit our first target here last week. So this week it's coming back down into this significant support line here, and once it actually holds this support, but then if it holds here, right here at this actually ascending channel as well, this is a very significant point here. So we'll be looking for another move from here back up to the actual TP1 being 24,400, and then quite possibly back down to this level here for a second move up to the actual 25,430 in the Dow Jones. So guys, hope you enjoyed that, and this every week I'll be giving the same kind of content. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave all your comments and stuff, and I'll catch you next week, and have a great weekend.